What's going on, Neat Fam? Welcome back. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button, join the Neat Fam. All right, so it has been 3 weeks since I have done a video. I do usually vlog weekly, but honestly, life has just gotten really busy. But let me catch you up super fast and tell you guys what we've been up to since the last video. So we celebrated Terrence's birthday, his 33rd birthday. We didn't do a birthday vlog. Our plans totally changed last minute, so we had tickets to go to a concert and then the artist canceled. The group that we had the plans with, we decided we'd still do something together with them because there was like a mutual birthday in the group. And so we ended up still hanging out even though we couldn't go to the concert. So we had a really fun night though, and we went out for dinner and then we went out and explored a little bit, did like a few different bars, and then we ended up at a nightclub, which is crazy because we definitely have closed that chapter of our lives in our 30s. But it was just like a last minute, like spare the moment thing. It was like, hey, why not? We were all having a good time, and so we went, and we were there for literally maybe, I don't know, I would say like 30 minutes it felt like. Now I had fun, like it was fun, like the music was good and we were dancing, but like it was just like so smoky in there and just like not really a vibe that we wanted to like stick around in for long. But overall the night was really fun. We got home like in the super early hours of the morning and we were in bed by like 5 a.m. So it was definitely like kind of like a nostalgic night. That's not how we usually go out anymore. So it was fun. We had a good time. And then the week right after, I spent a week out at my friend's house. I was house sitting, dog sitting for the whole week while she was out of town with her husband and her family. And I actually had a really nice week away just from like my regular routine. It was out like away from like the city, and it was just nice to have like a quiet week away. And I love her dog. He's like my little buddy. So we definitely had like a really nice week. Terrence was able to go out for a couple days and hang out with us as well. He kept his regular work schedule while I was out there, and I actually did drive to a couple clients' homes while I was out there, but most of the time I was just at home with the dog and just kind of hanging out, and it was just a really nice week overall. And then I got back home, and so this last week, which again I didn't vlog because I had just gotten home and was like resettling in and kind of getting back on my work schedule and back on my regular routine. And honestly, it's been so hot. It's been a struggle. I'm ready for fall. Very, very ready for fall. Like I swear as soon as Terrence's birthday is over, fall mode, like in my mind. But unfortunately, the weather says otherwise, of course. It's still summer. I'm well aware, but I'm obsessed with fall and I just can't wait. I can't wait. I actually started doing just like a tiny bit of transitioning this week. Super minor. You can actually see it all over on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me here and check it out, because that's where I share a lot of my decor inspo, especially during these next few seasons. And I also share all of my daily like activity over there as well in stories. Okay, so now that you're caught up on the past 3 weeks that I've been MIA on here as far as vlogging goes, I have not been MIA on my shorts, on my short videos. So if you have missed the last few, go back and watch them, because I started a new little series, which is why I'm bringing you this video today. Because today's video is all about giving you the update, talking a little bit more about my goals, and giving you some before and afters, and talking to you about my progress and talking to you about my results. So keep watching if this is what you came for, because we're going to talk about it all right now. Okay, so whether you're new here or you've been following along this entire time, let me just kind of backtrack a little bit. Okay, so at the new year, I did share my intentions for the year. Part of that was like my fitness journey. Like I definitely wanted to just get more of a consistency going in my routine. There were a lot of little things that I wanted to focus on, and My fitness was one of them, but it was the main thing that was like lacking as far as routine goes. At the end of June, I just decided like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Let's start it at the beginning of the month and let's just keep going. So July 1st, I started my series on shorts. Like I said, if you haven't seen them, go back and watch if you kind of want to get a little look at what I've been doing all month. I did slack a little bit towards the end of the month as far as sharing with you. I was still doing my routine, but I just honestly didn't have the time to put together the little montages and share them with you, because this last week was just me getting back into my routine overall, like back at home, settling back in, getting back to work. So towards the end, there wasn't a lot of daily shares, but that's okay. I'm gonna share a little bit more about my progress and my results here in today's video, and I'm going to continue my motivational shorts, but I think I'm gonna do them weekly versus daily, just because it's a lot to try to fit into my routine on top of like actually doing it. I'm also like filming it, putting it together, and then it kind of just gets repetitive because it is this, I mean, it is the same thing. That's the whole point, it's consistency. And so I think I'm just gonna do it weekly versus daily. Hopefully that'll still give you enough of an insight to how my month is going. But let me know in the comments, like if you prefer the daily, let me know, like if that's actually something you prefer. But if you like the idea of me doing it weekly, yeah, then that's what I'm gonna do. So that's like my plan going forward. So we'll see. I'll try it out. I'll see how it goes in August, but I'm definitely gonna continue sharing with you guys, because right now my focus is between July 1st, December 1st. That's 5 months right there of consistency. Obviously, I know I'm not gonna reach like my ultimate goal in 5 months, but that's like my first set of a goal, if that makes sense, and then I'll continue moving forward. So right now it's just like a 5-month thing, trying to get to my 36th birthday, being consistent all the way through. And my consistency is basically my water intake, which I don't really have a problem drinking water, but just making sure that I'm drinking like the amount that I'm supposed to be drinking daily. Like that's what I've been really trying to be consistent at. But I mean, I love drinking water, like it's not an issue for me. Getting my vitamin intake back on a routine, and then also now I've implemented greens, and so I've been doing the Bloom greens, which if you've been watching my little videos, you've seen that. I really like Bloom. I think the most that I've gotten out of it is that it gives me like a really good energy. It's also good for a lot of other things, but I think what I've noticed the most is that it gives me good energy. I like to take it like right before I work out, so that's what I've noticed from it. And I also like knowing that I'm getting all of these extra vitamins and things from greens, because I don't always eat a lot of greens. I've been enjoying them, and that's what I've been doing. So as far as like water intake, vitamins, that's what I've been doing. And then as far as workouts have been going, like I said, I've shared a lot, so I'm not gonna like talk about every like little detail, but mainly what I've been doing is making sure that I'm moving daily and just like accomplishing a daily goal. And yeah, just taking it day by day. So I've been doing a lot of mobility stretching, because that's really good for my knees. I have arthritis in my knees, so that's really important for me, and like in my hips and stuff like that. So my lower body's been getting a lot of mobility strengthening with the stretching and exercises that I've been doing, specifically geared for those things. And then I've been getting on the treadmill and just accomplishing a new goal every day. I'm right now at 2 miles in under an hour. That is like speed walking, not running. I don't run because that's really high impact on my knees, and so the most I can do is speed walk, and it's been going great. I feel really accomplished that I've reached 2 miles in under an hour. Like that's really good for me, and I'm hoping that by the end of August maybe I'm hitting 2 miles in 30 minutes. I mean, if that's the case, then that means I'd be hitting 4 in an hour. So we'll see how that goes, but my goal is just to like get better and better each time and just cover like a little more ground each time. So overall, the main goal is just to move. Like obviously you don't need to like have this huge like distance goal. The goal should be to move whatever works best for you. Like if you'd rather do like, you know, today I'm gonna move for 15 minutes, today I'm gonna move for 20 minutes, today I'm moving for 25 minutes, today I'm moving for 30, and so on and so on. Like do your own goals, obviously. Okay, so as far as my goals and things, I have been keeping track of my workouts in my fitness journal. I have also been counting calories, and I have like a food journal where I count calories. Now I'm not beating myself up about anything. I'm just trying to make better choices each day. I'm writing things down and just not going over my max for me and my body, which you need to do it yourself, do the math yourself. I'll put the little formula up here on the screen and you can like figure yours out. But mine, I'm just not going over what mine is, and so that's kind of what I've been doing. And like I said, I'm not beating myself up about it. If I eat something that isn't necessarily healthy, I'm gonna write it down. It is what it is. And I'm not being like super hard on myself. I'm just making better choices as far as like how much and what it is. One thing that I will say that I'm really proud of myself for is like I have not been buying any chips. Chips is like my downfall. It's the one thing that I crave, that I would say probably addicted to, because it's something that I just like long for. I don't know if it's the crunch, you know, some people have like different things. I don't know what it is, but definitely chips is like, it's my crutch. So what I have done is I've stopped buying them. I don't bring them in the house, and then I don't eat them. Now if I go to Subway, am I gonna get a bag of chips with my sandwich? Yeah, I am, because I'm not eating a sandwich without chips. So this is what I'm saying, like it's just like, just choose, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to beat yourself up and be super duper like strict on yourself to where you're like sad and miserable. Like it shouldn't be that. Like this should be a part of your lifestyle. This should become your lifestyle. So if you're moving, getting your movement in, doing what you're supposed to do, I'm not saying go eat a cookie afterward, but I'm saying like if you know you had a long week and you guys go out for dinner and you decide you want to order dessert, do it. I am. Back to this. So in my journal, I started out with my weight and my measurements. Now as far as my weight goes, my goal was to lose 3 to 6 pounds. Like, I know it's not realistic for me to go in and like lose 6 pounds every single month. I hope I get to do that, but everybody's bodies are different. So my goal was 3 to 6 pounds that I would lose by the end of July, and I have lost 4. Hey, that's really freaking great. And the other thing that I'm doing is like, I'm trying not to like beat myself up either about like the little pounds in between, because I keep reminding myself that there's an end goal. That end goal is what I'm trying to get to. So if it was 2 or 3 or 4 that's closer to the end goal, like great, you know what I'm saying? So like even if it was 1, like okay, well that's 1 pound closer to the end goal. So that is my mental space right now and how I've been going towards it, and it's been helping me a lot. It's been helping me so much to just be like, just go with it, just keep going. Like you're not losing, so just do it, you know what I mean? And even if you weren't, there's other things you could be losing. You could be losing, you know, inches. You could be losing like body fat or water weight or like whatever it is, you know, everyone's body is different. So like I cannot speak like in a general, like this is for everyone, but I'm just telling you about me in hopes that you can like figure out what it is that works for you. So I have lost 4 pounds in a month. I feel really good, I feel strong, and I feel more motivated to keep going. Like that's the big thing, is that I feel more motivated each time, more energetic each time, and like for me that's everything. Now as far as inches go, I will update you guys on my inches on the next video, because I lost my measuring tape and I just ordered a new one. I was like, I need to order a new one because I need to take my measurements. So I will have that on the next video for you, but I feel like I've lost inches just based off of like how my clothes fit me. But I will for sure update you guys. I am going to show you guys right here though, the before and after of like just when I started my very first workout on July 1st, and then my very last workout of July on the other side. And so you can kind of see the comparison as far as like inches go. Again, it's only been a month, and I took every Sunday off. And then not only that, but Terrence's birthday I took off, and I think there was another day that I took off. So it wasn't for 31 days. It was a total of maybe 20, I need to look at my calendar, it was like 20 something days. It was less than 30. So it wasn't every single day. So imagine if you do it every single day, if that's what you want to do. You know, like the more you do it, obviously the more results you're gonna get. And so that's where I'm at right now, and I am very happy, very proud, and very motivated to continue this journey, and just to see like how much more I'm gonna progress each month. Like this is only the first month, so 4 pounds to me is like wonderful. And however many inches, which like I said, I'll let you guys know, but I'm pretty sure it's something, like just from seeing a side by side and just seeing like how certain things fit me. So I'm sure there are some inches shed, so we will find out for sure. But now just moving towards like a few like little tips and things that have been working for me, which I've kind of shared a few here and there, but like the food thing, and this might not work for everyone because your households are different. If you have kids, obviously it's gonna look different for you. It's just myself and Terrence, and so like we don't have to really account for anyone but ourselves, so it is different, and I understand that and I know that. But if there are ways that you can tweak things just based off of what I'm saying, then like, you know, it's worth a shot. But for me, it's been just not bringing anything into the house that I am trying to stay away from. Just don't buy it. Don't bring it into your house. That's what's worked for me. Like I said, with the chip thing, desserts, don't get me wrong, Terrence and I get a little sweet tooth, especially on the weekends when we're hanging out and we're just having like a nice weekend. We're always like, I'm craving some ice cream. Like we always want to go on an ice cream date, or I'm craving some cookies. Like the other night he ordered like a box of cookies. Okay, so we had some cookies. Like, again, not gonna beat myself up about it, but am I like deliberately adding it to the grocery list and buying it and bringing it into the house? No, I'm not. That I'm not doing. I supplemented my chips for popcorn because I actually really love popcorn, but my favorite healthy version of popcorn is the Boom Chicka Pop. I love Boom Chicka Pop. The problem is I could eat a whole bag. I mean, even if I did eat a whole bag, it's not as high in calories as other popcorn, so I think it'd be okay. But obviously what I do is I just like serve myself in like one of my small bowls, and I'm like, that's my serving, and like that's it, and it's enough. You know what I mean? If I have the bag, that's where the problem is, because I just keep going. So it's just little things like that, like just being mindful of stuff like that. And yeah, we do still eat out here and there every now and then. I mostly cook at home though. That's like the majority of the time I'm cooking at home. But like I'm never like super craving like fast food and being like so bummed out that I can't have it or anything like that. It's not like that. One thing that I always have reminded myself of when it comes to like fast food and things like that, or even like your favorite treats, is that like they're always gonna be there. You know what I mean? Like McDonald's is always gonna be there, Burger King is always gonna be there, Wendy's is always gonna be there, Jack in the Box is always gonna be there. Like it's not going anywhere. So I always just remind myself like that. If like I'm on a little journey where I'm being really disciplined, I'm like, it'll be there. It's not going anywhere. It's always gonna be there. So that's something that helps me too. Like a Whopper, I can get a Whopper 6 months from now, like it's still gonna be there. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if that makes sense to you, but like that's mentally, like that has helped me, just like knowing that like I'm not missing out on anything. Like you're not missing out on anything. It's gonna always be there. You can always get it whenever. So if you can choose to not, that's what's worked for me. I don't know if that would work for you, but that's what's worked for me. And also what I've realized is like the more that I like choose to not eat those kinds of things, the less that I crave them or desire them. Like one of my biggest cravings, like sometimes when I'm out like on the road going from client to client, is like a large fry and a Coke from McDonald's. I don't know why that has always been like a little craving that I get. I have not desired that this entire month of July. I really haven't. Even talking about it now, it doesn't, no, I haven't. So I don't know, it's helped me a lot too. Like the more that I choose to not get it, the less and less that I find it appealing. Not to say that I'm eating super clean every single day, because that's not the case, and I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, every now and then I have a cookie. Every now and then I have an ice cream day with Terrence, and I have a Subway sandwich with chips. Like, you know what I mean? My coffee intake has gotten better too. I'm only drinking half a cup of coffee, and it's the half caf. So I'm not getting as much caffeine, and I'm only drinking about half a cup. I don't know what that's gonna look like in the fall, because I'm obsessed with all things fall-y flavors, especially coffee. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be interesting to see. I'll definitely update you guys on that. But I've been doing really well as far as that goes, and it's been helping me, I think, as far as like my anxiety goes, because I think that when I have full on caffeine and I have like a full cup or two, I definitely feel like the heart racing, like, and everything is very like, I'm like, I already think at 1,000 miles per hour. So with that in me, it's even worse, and I start to get really overwhelmed. So that has helped me. If that's you, try that. Just like slowly wean yourself off if you are like a super coffee lover like myself. Yeah, try the half caf and try doing half a cup. That's helped me a lot. All right, so that, as far as food, like, that's kind of like what has been my takeaway, and has been like, those are like my few tips or suggestions. Again, not for everybody. It just depends on your body and what works for you. The counting calories thing is something that works for my body. This is something that I did for myself a few years ago when I like lost a huge amount of weight. This was back in like 2012, I think, and I lost like a good like 30 pounds in like less than a year. Like, I was super disciplined. Again, I was younger too, so I was losing weight faster, but it gets a little harder as you get older. That was like an extreme amount of weight at that time, and counting calories is what worked for me. And so that's kind of what I've been doing, but I've definitely been more lenient with it this time. I was super like clean last time, which explains, you know, why I was able to lose so much in such a short period of time. But you know, you got to do with what works with your lifestyle. And what I've been doing, like, it's like it's a happy medium. I'm like, okay, like, if this can be my lifestyle, like, I can do this I can do this, I can maintain this, I can keep up with. Because the thing is if you try to all of a sudden change your lifestyle to like some lifestyle that literally does not make sense for your life, that you're like, there's no way I can attain this for the rest of my life, because it's supposed to be your lifestyle. So if you're like, there's no way that for the rest of my life I can eat this clean, like I have this or that, or whatever the case, everybody's story is different, everybody's life is different. If you have kids, it's definitely different. So set goals that are attainable. They've got to be realistic, they've got to be attainable, and you've got to keep that end goal in mind, not so much the little micro goals in between, because the micro goals are what gets you there. So just keep thinking about the end goal. That's what's been working for me. And then I kind of said this earlier, but as far as movement goes, again, set your own goals, but just try to do something different each time. Start with 5 minutes. Yes, I accomplished 5 minutes. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, maybe 30. You're trying to get to 30 minutes of movement by the end of a month. I think that's really attainable. I think that that's pretty realistic. That's a pretty realistic goal for you to set for yourself. So, you know, just keep things real for yourself. Again, attainable, realistic, and yeah. And it also depends on like what goals you have. Like, if you have like super major goals, like, you're probably gonna have to go a little harder and do a little extra. And obviously, like, I don't know, it just depends like on your health and things like that. You know, you can always talk to your doctor and get advice and things for whatever works for you. So this is just what works for me. I can't generalize for everyone. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been feeling good. I feel really good. I feel strong. I feel motivated. I feel energetic. I'm feeling good about how I look in my clothes. I mean, it's only 4 pounds, so not that great, but like a little better. The other day I took pictures, I'll show them to you here. I went to see the Barbie movie and I dressed up in the theme because I love a good theme. And this is how the pictures came out. And honestly, just looking at these pictures, like I see some progress as far as like inches go. You know, like I'm liking what I see, and like that's what's important. At the end of the day, it's how you feel about you and how your results are coming out for you. So I just want to remind you of that, and I hope that I can motivate you in some way. Sharing with you guys really helps keep me accountable, and it really just helps me stay motivated. And so if I can stay motivated and also motivate, like that's really cool. So keep following along as my journey progresses. Once I get to December 1st, and whether I've reached my end goal or not, moving forward from there, I'll start a whole new set of goals, because I'm not gonna reach my full goal by December 1st. Like, I'm being realistic about that. Like, I realize that. But my first goal, I intend to accomplish. So I'm just gonna keep on moving and keep on sharing with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little chat. Again, talk to me in the comments, like if there's anything that you are working towards, want to work towards, anything that you struggle with, anything that maybe we can like rely on each other for. And yeah, let me know how you like to see the videos, whether they're daily or weekly, or if you like just this like monthly at the end of the month check-in. Yeah, let me know. Definitely be sure to come back, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, join the Neat fam. I really love having you guys here, and I am gonna get back on my weekly vlog shares with you guys. So come back, and I will definitely see you next time. Bye.